Lesson 38. Over, contact, object. Where's my left hand?
Your left hand's over the table.
Where's my right hand?
Your right hand's over the pen.
Where's my left hand now?
Your left hand's on the table now.
Where's my right hand now?
Your right hand's over the pen now.
We say over when there is no contact between the two objects, or in other words, when the two things are not touching. When there is contact between the two objects, we say over when one object covers the other completely, and on when it does not cover it completely. Why do we say my left hand is on the table, but my right hand is over the pen?
We say your left hand is on the table because your left hand is not covering the table completely, whereas your right hand is covering the pen completely.
What's over our heads?
The ceiling's over our heads.
What's over this building?
The sky's over this building.
Put your right hand over your pen. What's he doing?
He's putting his right hand over his pen.
Idea. Do you think it's a bad idea to go to England if you want to learn English well?
No, I don't think it's a bad idea to go to England if I want to learn English well, but I think it's a good idea.
Do you think it's a good idea to learn some English before going to England?
Yes, I think it's a good idea to learn some English before going to England.
Often, seldom, theatre. Does it often snow in the warm countries of the world?
No, it doesn't often snow in the warm countries of the world, but it seldom snows in the warm countries of the world.
Is it very often cold in Africa?
No, it isn't very often cold in Africa, but it's very seldom cold in Africa.
Do you often go to the theatre?
No, I don't often go to the theatre, but I seldom go to the theatre.
Does the sun often shine in the north of Europe in winter?
No, the sun doesn't often shine in the north of Europe in winter, but it seldom shines.
Public, show, kill, queen, blood, understand, exactly, I am sorry. Do you understand two people when they speak very quickly in English?
No, I don't understand two people when they speak very quickly in English.
Do you understand everything I say during the lesson?
No, I don't understand everything you say during the lesson, but I understand nearly everything you say. Or, yes, I understand everything you say during the lesson.
If the first time you don't understand a question the teacher asks you, what must you do?
If the first time I don't understand a question the teacher asks me, I must ask him to repeat it.
What exactly do you say to him?
I say, I'm sorry, I don't understand. Will you repeat, please?
Did, how, form, regular. What's the past tense of the verb to do?
The past tense of the verb to do is did.
Past tense of regular verbs. We form the past tense of regular verbs by putting the letters ed at the end. For example, live, lived, walk, walked, work, worked, etc. I generally walk to school. I walked to school yesterday. How do we form the past tense of regular verbs?
We form the past tense of regular verbs by putting the letters ed at the end.
Give me some examples, please.
For example, live, lived, walk, walked. I generally walk to school. I walked to school yesterday.
Did you walk to school yesterday? Yes, I walked to school yesterday. No, I did not walk to school yesterday. As with the word do in the present tense, we use the word did in the past tense in the interrogative and negative, but not in the positive. For example, did you walk to school yesterday? Yes, I walked to school yesterday. Or, no, I did not, or didn't, walk to school yesterday. Did you live at home with your parents when you were a small child?
Yes, I lived at home with my parents when I was a small child.
Did you move any parts of your body during the last lesson?
Yes, I moved some parts of my body during the last lesson.
What did you use to answer the last question with?
I used my tongue to answer the last question.
Did you walk to school yesterday?
Yes, I walked to school yesterday.
Did you work last month?
Yes, I worked last month.
Did you watch television last week?
Yes, I watched television last week.
When did last season end?
Last season ended on the 21st of March.
How long did last season last?
Last season lasted about 3 months.
Tree. Can you see any trees from where you're sitting?
Yes, I can see some trees from where I'm sitting.
Farm. Do you live on a farm?
No, I don't live on a farm.
Peace. Is there peace between all the countries of the world at the moment?
No, there isn't peace between all the countries of the world at the moment.
Measure. Can we measure exactly the quantity of water in the sea?
No, we can't measure exactly the quantity of water in the sea.
Necessary. Is it necessary to study a lot if we want to learn a subject well?
Yes, it's necessary to study a lot if we want to learn a subject well.
Pay. When a man and a woman eat together in a restaurant, who generally pays?
When a man and a woman eat together in a restaurant, the man generally pays.